Hello and welcome back to I Create For You. We're going to do another 200 drawing prompt, and we did number 28, something abstract. Last time I decided not to color it because I like the look of it in just black and white, and I said I was going to add a saying for the tiki idol when I did the sugar skull saying. So for the tiki idol, it's a symbol of strength, power, and masculinity. And for the sugar skull, it's death leaves a heartache no one can heal. For something abstract, it's existing in thought or as an idea, but not having a physical or concrete existence. Okay. Now, number 29 is Aladdin's lamp. I want to do that view. So here we go with this one. I wonder if anybody's following along and doing their own sketches. Like I said, if you go back, you can tell what the prompts are. I have them numbered, and I have them numbered on the video themselves. And I always try to give you the next two that are coming up as a heads up. Okay. You could probably just get a plain sketchbook. I mean, I got this one at Walmart. But you could probably just do any regular sketchbook that you want to fill and just follow along and write it at the top what it's supposed to be, the prompt is supposed to be, and work on them. Okay, now we'll start. Aladdin's lamp. I remember the cartoon coming out when my daughter was young, little, and we watched that. I think we might have seen it, maybe not in the movie theaters when it came out. I don't quite remember. This may take me not yapping so much, but in more of a concentration mode. Never really drew a lamp like this before. They have some very specific prompts that you can't waver from, and this is one of them. Let's see what we can come up with that kind of close, not exactly, but kinda resembles Aladdin's lamp. Where's my pixie? She's making her noise again. We just fed them, so they may not be so rambunctious. I hope. My husband, well, that's a whole other story. he went upstairs. I started to do this, and I didn't realize exactly what time it was. I should have known by, because I have a little kitty that gets kind of like she can tell time. And when it's 5 o'clock, it's time to eat. Put the pencil down, Mama. And I should have known, but he was coming downstairs, and I'm like, oh crap, it's time for them to eat already. So I went and I had done the introduction, and then I thought I hit what was the pause button, but it wasn't. I hit stop, so I had to start her all up again, but that's okay. There's always time for do-overs. Let's see, I'll just start doing this part a while. I don't have you on like you're all the way down on me this time because on the paper, because I didn't think you'd get to see the whole thing if I did that. Let's see if I can get it to come up. That's not too bad. Do a base here. Make sure you guys can see that too. There we go. Yeah, I got everything in there now. Gotta do the base here. And I'll do all the shading and stuff that I want to do. Boy, this sucker's gonna just fit. Just fit on the page. But that's alright. Oop! Got a little crazy there. My pencil just went whoop right on there. There we go. Let's see if I can draw a real tiny line on the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to do the handle. It's going to go up here. Oh my goodness, Stash is eating off of someone else's plate. He's our resident cleaner of plates. So if one cat does not clean its plate, he will gladly help you out with that. He goes over there and makes sure nothing is wasted. Okay, you know what? I want to put something in there. I'll use this one. I'm going to put something. Just going to make it like an addition. I'm so excited. I haven't been to a rock concert since, I believe, late 80s. Back in the day when you can get, you could see 3 bands for real, for cheap, well, it was really, it was a decent price. I mean, it wasn't crazy. It was like a bundle, a bundle deal. I think I saw so many rock groups where there were at least 2 or 3 playing at one time, and that was the way to do it. And my one friend growing up, she really liked Bryan Adams, so I think I saw him 3 or 4 times over the summer. They have close to us, well, not really close, but close enough. What's known as the Allentown Fair here in PA, and Bryan Adams would play there a lot. So I think we saw 2 of his shows there, and then I don't remember where we saw his 3rd one that we saw, but the one that we were like right up at the stage. They always have that grassy area in the middle. I don't know what they call it, but we always used to be able to get in there. And the one time that we went, we actually were close to the stage. So yeah, those were fun days, the good old days. And I always noticed that um, that the 80s music is always what they fall back on for commercials or movies and stuff. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but yeah, I've noticed it. Yeah. Good choices. Good choices too. And I can't believe some of our rock bands are actually still performing in their 80s. It's craziness, but it's awesome too. It's very awesome. Okay, let me get some more of this shading in here. Yeah, I didn't get. I totally forgot to tell you who we're gonna see. I don't know if a lot of people, you people, will know who I'm talking about when I say it, but we have a native here from the group Poison, who from Pennsylvania, and he frequents Pennsylvania and comes back and does little concerts, and he used to do a lot of them back in the day too, not too far away from here, and he's coming back, and it came up on my Facebook feed, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, ooh, we gotta go to that one. So I checked it, and I was like really surprised that the price wasn't outrageous, because nowadays going to a concert you have to take out a freaking loan. But it was like $80 a piece. Granted, we're up high pretty far, but that was basically what was kind of left. But it's going to be Bret Michaels. He's the lead singer of Poison. And Quiet Riot and Night Ranger. And the best part about this is I have not seen these back in the 80s. So that even makes it better, because now I'll get to see them. And they're probably going to be just awesome, no matter what age they are. So, yeah. I'm all excited. That's going to be in June. In 2 weeks. Well, on the 14th. And it's not far from where we live. It's not far at all. We don't live too far from Hershey. And this place isn't too far from Hershey. So, it's pretty awesome. They're kicking off their summer tour at this place in Grantville. And I saw it, and I'm like, we gotta go. It's not expensive, because I wasn't gonna say nothing if it was gonna be crazy expensive. And I was getting myself all psyched, and I'm like, don't get so excited, don't get too excited. And nowadays too, they always have these bands that the name of the band is just like a little bit off from what the normal name of a band is. Like, what could I say? Okay, here's an example. This is just off. I'm just making this up, but there's a lot of bands, cover bands, that do things like they will get a band that they really can play good and sound exactly like them, but they'll change the name of their band, but it's a reflection of the band they're playing like say if it was Poison, they would be Toxic or something like that, or they would take one of the songs from Poison and have a play on words with it. So yeah, I had to keep looking, because I wanted to make sure it wasn't no cover bands for Night Ranger and Quiet Riot. Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, we can't bring back the 80s. I wish we could, but lots of good memories, lots of good friends, lots of good times, Not a lot of worry and stress and issues that we have right now in the world, which are really depressing. You need a little pick me up now and then, and we have the means to be able to go, so why not do it? We're not getting any younger. The bands may not be playing that much more, that much longer, so we might be lucky enough to see their last performance or whatever. So take advantage of it. This is trying to be, you know how when you rub the side of the lamp and the smoke comes up and the genie comes up? That's what I'm trying to do here by doing the side of the pencil. Trying to make it look like that. I'm not too happy with this down here. Maybe I'll do this. It'll help it along a little bit. And I'm going to try to find some, not necessarily gold pencil. It's going to take a lot of thought as to what I'm going to do here and see what I can do with the shading and the color choice. But I believe Aladdin's lamp was goldish in color, so I'm gonna probably stick to that color. I gotta get my blenders out. This is getting ridiculous with me using my finger. It's just making it look messier. These are probably going to be different colored gems on it. Oh my goodness. And that is, I'll zoom in just in case, you can get a better feel of it. But there's Aladdin's lamp and the smoke rising from it when you rub it, and you get your genie and your 3 wishes. I don't know what my wishes would be right now. I guess it would be go back to my childhood times. Like when your childhood is there, sometimes you just get, I've said this before, you get a little lax in it, or some stuff that your parents put you through, you thought it was annoying and digging into your time and stuff. But when your parents aren't here anymore and you have questions about things you should have paid attention to back in the day, it kind of is disheartening that you took stuff for granted. Whoops, almost slipped up there. That you took stuff for granted, So if you have your parents, get as much information from them that you need now. Like if you liked a favorite dish growing up, your parents are making it, it's something you really like, because once they're gone, unless they have it in a recipe book, you won't have that. Or I have some dishes my mom made that I have no clue, none whatsoever, on how to make them, but I really like them. And some that I do, that I paid attention a little more. But I know I have dumb questions too, that like this is a really dumb one. Maybe it doesn't seem dumb, but anyway, I never asked my mom if I was born on my due date, if I was born later, or if I was born early. I know that sounds stupid, but I always told my kids when they were due and when difference of when they were born, so they know that already. But nope, I never asked, and now I can't ask anybody else because there's no one else around for me to ask. Anywho, here's Aladdin's lamp. Hope you can give it a try. This is why I wanted to do it on a side landscape, not a portrait. So it would all fit in there because it was going to be kind of elongated. And so next time this will be colored with a little saying with it. And then we go on to the Tooth Fairy is number 30. And then this one I'm having issues with. Blueprints. Number 31. Like I said, there's some really weird ones in here. And blueprints, I might have to get creative with. Like maybe I'll do, I know it says blueprints, but maybe I'll just take the word and play with it and just like footprints and make them blue. Blueprints. But anywho, number 30 is Tooth Fairy and number 31 is blueprints. Maybe I'll switch over here and see what's coming up then. Number 32 is going to be a cyborg and number 33 is totem pole. Alrighty. Well, thanks for coming along. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, because we have so much more to do in this book and in the ghost stories. And I'll be getting another ghost story up tomorrow with the lighthouses. I'm going to get one of those done. And so stay tuned. Jump on the bandwagon here and subscribe and comment. Give me some ideas that you have for the channel or for books to read or whatever. I will definitely get to all the comments and try to comment back on you. Thanks again. See you in the next one. Bye bye for now.